Yvie Jones, oh my goodness. What happened?
Oh, look, I had a birthday on the
did.
weekend and I'm a little bit under the weather. Have not drank in a really long time. Still didn't really, I gave it a good nudge because I just kept trying. And you know me, how I drink, the only way that I can drink successfully is if I'm having a lot of food, which I did. So I did fine. We had a great day, but a little bit dusty this morning. And I've got 4 dogs today, so I was taking them out. And then I had a Whopper for lunch. And I turned around for 5 freaking seconds and Peggy Blinders, who we've called her now because she's such a terror, took it off the dining table and ate my lunch. And then I was like, I'm just going to bed. I'm going to have a nap. So I went and had a nap, put my phone on Do Not Disturb, had no recollection that we had changed. All in agreement had changed the recording time.
Yeah, we did. We had it. We had
So
signed, sealed, delivered, and we were like, "This is not like." 20 minutes later, I was like, "This is not like Yvie to be 20 minutes late with no word in sight." I'm like, I bet you she's having a sleep in after her celebrations on the weekend. That's why I was like, you can't get cross over somebody who didn't want to celebrate their birthday now celebrating their birthday.
And yeah, exactly. And you know me, even if I hadn't been celebrating my birthday, I would have been having a cheeky sleep anyway. So I love a nap, me. What else is there to do? To lie in bed and fiddle with your flaps for a while.
Treat yourself.
So that's what I was doing. And then I couldn't sleep and I turned my phone back on and there's Angie giving me a call. And I thought we were just going to have a little chitty chat. Hello, what are you doing? Aww. And no, she's like, where are you? I'm like, oh no, stop.
Is everything okay? Anyway, that's our story. It went for a little bit longer than I thought, but here we are.
Sorry about that. Because there was a Whopper was involved in that and I completely forgot about that until just then. I'm still angry.
Yeah,
still angry.
I'd be bloody fuming. So welcome back to the show. I'm Angie Kent and I'm recording on Gadigal land.
I'm Yvie Jones and I'm on Wurundjeri country.
And we're ready to party, I believe. You know what we are very excited about? Not only was it Yvie Jones's birthday on the weekend, it was also one of the best shows of all times, 20-year anniversary special. Kath and Kim, Our Effluent Life. It aired on Sunday night. It's also going to be airing again Monday night. So you would have seen both of them actually, now that I think of it. And that's bloody exciting.
Well, it was on last night.
Yeah.
Get it?
That's the one. That's it.
That's the one.
Did you get?
It was on last night. And guess who else was on there last night? Oh, I won't let you guess because you already know. It was yo. Look at yo. Look at yo. Look at yo.
You know what I was nervous about? So everybody was so excited on Sunday and they were like, oh my God, why didn't you tell us you were on the Kath and Kim anniversary special? And I was like, well, I wasn't allowed and surprise.
Yeah.
And I watched Sunday night's episode and I wasn't on it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe I got the cut. Maybe I got the boot. How embarrassing. I posted about it.
It's our biggest fear, isn't it?
It's horrible. And I thought, well, it doesn't matter. I got to do it anyway and I got to wear Kath's bum shirt and I got paid. So if I'm not on it, who cares? I still got to do it. But I also noticed a bunch of the celebrities that were on it. There was like Celia Pacor. Is that how you say her name?
Pacola.
Old mate who we love. What's his name? He lives in Melbourne. We ran into him twice when I was in Melbourne. Nazim. And Art Simone. And they all got photos with Kath and Kim. So I was bloody...
And you
I didn't. I was in the other studio.
How absolutely heartbreaking.
So I was a bit sad about that. But God, it was so amazing to see Kath and Kim, Gina and Jane now. I don't reckon they've aged that much.
No,
they look
me
amazing. Like you can tell that Kath is like a bit, well, obviously they're 20 years older, but not really. It's still so Kath and Kim, which I loved. I feel like the new reenactment bits are obviously not like old school Kath and Kim because they're trying to modern it a bit. But God, I love her.
Yeah.
I just.
They're still good.
I love everything about them.
When I saw the bit where Kylie and them were on the swing sofa, whatever you call it. They're talking about the Cardinal. Oh, my gosh, she's just so good. Kylie. Like she's a great actress.
Yeah,
and
is.
The bloopers with her is brilliant. And then she just switches on again. Like they kept f***ing up and she was like, I could do this. It was just so lovely to watch. And the whole thing is such an amazing concept. And, you know, Australia has absolutely embraced this show, that it's so kind of important that we have this reunion and that we've also got modern personalities and celebrities on the show. So I was really, really jealous that you were a part of it, but really proud at the same time. And, you know, that you got to wear that T-shirt with three cat bums on it.
Do you know that actual T-shirt is from the very first episode of Kath and Kim? She wears that. And when they pulled it out and put it on and was like, do you want to wear this? And I was like, oh my God. And she's so tiny. Like, I didn't realise how tiny Kath is. So I put it on. It was a bit tight. And I was like, I don't care. I'm squeezing into this. But during filming, I got to wear like a big jacket as well. I don't know if this will make it, if it's made it on. And I got to play with baby cheeses. Actual baby cheeses.
Yes, you were with Epony Ray growing up.
Yeah, so I was in the makeup chair and then somebody goes, oh, that's Epony Ray right next to you. And she's like, what, 20 now or something, or 18. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, she's a grown-ass woman. And
I don't think she'd be 18 if
20 years ago.
Years
oh, yeah, she'd be about
alive.
22, wouldn't she? Because she would have been like 2 when she was on it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think she was a wee baby.
She was so tiny.
I remember because you were with me. You were staying here.
Yeah, I was in Melbourne when it happened.
And you told me what you were wearing and everything. Tray jelly.
Oh, tray jelly. I still think after all these years, 20 years later, Kath and Kim is the best. They said it's the best comedy of all time. Nothing has beat it. And I was thinking to myself last night, I was like, who name a better Australian comedy? And the only one that's come close to, but not even close at all when I think about it, is Chris Lilly. That is another huge Australian comedy, which was so funny that even people overseas, when you talk about it, they're like, oh, I know Chris Lilly. Everybody knows Kath and Kim and everybody knows Chris Lilly. He's cancelled now because, God, did he go too far?
Well, yeah, because his was, brilliantly too far though, but very politically incorrect. So it was only a matter of time in the world we live in for that to happen. But Kath and Kim, they've not been cancelled.
No,
they never will be cancelled.
won't.
I think it is the epitome of Australian humour.
Yeah, and Australian pop culture. It's just, somebody that's like Kath, you semi-know somebody that's like Kimmy, you know somebody that's like Sharon, you've got a creepy uncle like Kel. Like, everybody can relate to it in some way or another.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember, I really wanted Gina and Jane to come on to The Jungle when we were on in 2019. And they were like, who do you want? And I was like, oh my God, Kath and Kim or Magda, because the year before Peter Rosethorn was on it. Remember that? And they left a photo of Peter and Fiona.
Yes, we had him.
Yes,
we had them in there with us.
I would have loved to have him on. That would have been iconic.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Anyway, if you haven't watched it and you're a massive Kath and Kim fan, get amongst it. It's so nice to see them again. They're still fabulous. They're still amazing. And I really, really want them to come back and just do one more comeback tour series, please.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, a whole series, not just a special.
Not just a special.
You never know.
I mean,
they are great actresses in their own right. I mean, and great actors. I saw Jane just before the pandemic hit in a stage play, and she was she's a great actress. She's a really, really great serious actress
and how they keep a straight face. I loved seeing the bloopers. That got me so much.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I just love them so much, and I'm so excited it's back. And I've just got a bit of a come down because I just want it to stay forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you never know. You're not dead yet, darl.
I'm truly not.
Angie, you've got a list for me, which I haven't seen yet, and you're going to go through it with me. And it's an ick list. So if you don't know, not you, Angie, if you don't know what an ick is, the ick is a dating term that means you get a sudden cringe feeling from someone and you almost like immediately put off by them. You just can't, it's just like, I've got the ick. It's a strong gut reaction to the mannerisms of a person or the way that they behave. So you can get the ick from anything that a person does. Maybe it's the way they pronounce a word, a colour of their shirt, or the fact that they don't use pillowcases. Ugh, don't even. So you've got a list of things, and I've not seen said list, so we thought we'd do a bit of a blind reaction of Yvie with Angie reading the list out, which is what we do quite well. So bring it on.
You ready for this? I want to give a little bit of a backstory of this ick list. So I have a show on Saturday mornings, a Brisbane radio show with Matt Denny, who is an Olympian. No, he's not an Olympian. He's a Commonwealth Game gold medalist, excuse me. And he actually introduced me to this ick list. It's one of his best friend's ick list. And I just thought it was so good. And then they got me to respond to it. So now I'm kind of doing it to you to see what you think. Like. So this list is huge, BT dubs. There's like 50, so I'm only going to read out like a few.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So ick number 9 was chasing after the beer pong ball and they can't catch it. So you know when things just bounce and you're like...
Yeah.
And you're running,
and you look like Simple Jack from
like
Tropical Thunder.
You're like chasing after it, but you can't for the life of you get that little slippery sucker. How do you feel about that? Like, would that give you the ick?
No.
Neither.
No, not in a million years. It reminds me of that video you just did recently of you trying to catch a butterfly in the air. And if you didn't actually see the butterfly, you just looked like you were,
Off my tree.
Who knows what. I actually made a GIF out of it and I completely forgot to send it to you, so I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, that's iconic.
In fact, I'll send it to our whole WhatsApp group so everyone can enjoy the gift that keeps on gifting.
Oh, I can't believe you did that. That's so exciting. I can't wait to see it.
But that is a bad ick. And if someone is icking over that, then grow up.
Yeah, you ick too hardcore over that. To me, that's kind of like cute and endearing. It's something where I'd go, oh, you're right there, champ. Give it another go. But I'm not going to like not sleep with you because of it. Okay, this one, long pants with sandals/thongs. How do you feel about that?
Fine.
Okay.
Long pants with slip-ons.
Yeah, some people just get the ick over certain clothing styles. You don't mind a man with a little cheeky long pant and a little thong moment?
I wear that on most days.
Yeah, but you're I'm talking about for you, for a man.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I know this one you'll love. Baby voice.
Oh,
hello.
ick.
Hello, good morning, Bubba. How's my big Bubba today? Is Bubba hungry?
No.
Bubba want a coffee?
Absolutely not. I can't stand an adult doing baby voices not at a baby. Don't do it. Don't even do it to the baby, actually. The baby hates it as well. Just don't do it. And if you ever do it in bed, then get out. You are fired. You just immediately know.
Cancelled.
Immediately know. Cancelled.
This is a goodie. When their board shorts inflate with air in the pool. And they're like,
that doesn't give me the ick at all, but it's hilarious.
And it's just for ages, they're just standing there with their little floaty board shorts and bubbling around the water.
They look like something from Shakespearean days. They should start, yodeling or something or playing a harp. I don't know. But I wear
ick.
Not ick at all. I wear a cosy that is a swim dress because I have a big belly, and that happens to me every single time I get in the water. So,
maybe
we'll ick together, me and big shorts.
Okay, when they talk in a group of people and no one hears, so they have to repeat themselves.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. It happens to all of us. That doesn't give me the ick. That makes me just kind of go, oh, loser.
Yeah, like, they say the joke and it wasn't funny, so they say it again, and you pretend to not hear it the first time just to give them like that sense of peace, but they repeat it again and you're like, oh, mate, it was best when we all pretended we didn't hear it the first time.
We didn't hear it. That actually would turn me off someone sexually.
Yeah.
If they're not funny, they tell a joke that's not funny, so they repeat it, and it's still not funny because it's still the same unfunny joke. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Not bye-bye forever, just bye-bye from my vagina.
Yeah, have a little break from it. When you can't reach the ticket machine in a park, and they're leaning over it, they're like, oh, fuck, oh, wait a minute. It's so mean.
That's just the shortest.
This is all things that
meanness.
I actually do. So when they were reading them out to me, the boys were like, oh, surely. And I was like, I do all of these things. This is an ick list about me.
It is a ick list about me too. I can't reach the ticket machine. Is this if a boy can't reach, a man can't reach
So
the
think
ticket
about if
machine?
you
Well,
see
that's just an ism to me that they've got short arms and we're judging them for it. You can't be turned off.
What about when somebody puts their little arms up on a roller coaster? Woo!
Why would that's how you have to ride a roller coaster? It's the law. I used to work at SeaWorld. I think I'd know. I used to work on the corkscrew. I think I'd know. You don't put your arms up, then you are not riding that little bad boy right.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'd put my arms up, but I'm thinking like maybe if a man does it, I don't know. What about an eyebrow ring? What do you think of those?
Yeah, I was in love with a man for a very long time who had an eyebrow ring and it didn't bother me. You know what? This list is... Have you noticed the theme in this list yet?
Go on.
Everything that it gives you the ick about a man is mostly if they're doing feminine traits.
Oh, interesting.
Putting your arms up on a roller coaster, not being able to put your arm and reach a thing machine. Like, these are all things that quite make a man look feminine.
Interesting. Yeah, like it's like if they're not super cool at all times, people are going to get their ick. What about like when a man's running and he's got a backpack on?
What the is wrong with that?
A
man running with a backpack. Have you ever watched The Amazing Race, people? They win money.
I was like
so bizarre. Who makes an ick feeling from watching someone run with a bag on their back?
Oh, I cracked up because it's all things that actually.
Oh, please tell me more.
Do you like? I've got
this is blowing my mind that people actually have turned
this
off.
one you'll agree with: mirror selfies.
What's a mirror selfie?
Like a boy if he's in the mirror.
When they take, that's gross.
That's a bit gross. Well, actually, this one is something you, in fact, do. Showing you a video that's not funny and waiting for you to laugh.
All the time. Do it constantly. Love people that do it to me as well.
Oh, it's so good. Well, people that spell definitely defiantly, that grinds my gears.
That is mostly a
bogan thing to do.
No, it's an autocorrect thing.
No, some people think it is defiantly. You can't give that. They do. They think that's how you spell definitely is defiantly.
Well, yeah, I used to be a real spelling and grammar Nazi, and because my mother made me. But in later years, I'm sounding out now, I've come to realise that's quite elitist and ableist because some people never got the education. And they just simply, or they have.
No, teach yourself as you get older. I didn't learn either. I wasn't taught twos, there's. Sarah taught me all of those things.
Yeah, but some people can't. Some people can't learn them. Sometimes people just have real problems spelling. So I've kind of stopped being a bit of a Nazi with that kind of thing and go, I get what they're trying to say. And today, apparently, I've been reading about this. There's kids that can't spell because they're just not being taught properly at school anymore.
Yeah, that was me.
So
story of my Queensland life. But
it's gotten
grew
worse.
The hell up and I learned on my grown-up self, look, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
But you break them.
Icky.
I think today, like if the kids aren't learning properly at school and then they're going on to use a phone which is auto-correcting them, which is kind of, what's the word, cheating a little bit, you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn.
This is very true. Do you have any others to add to the list?
The ick. You know what? An ick for me is if someone is rude to wait staff.
Yeah, that's a goodie.
For absolutely no good reason or even a good reason, you can speak to someone really respectfully, even if they've done something wrong. So that's my immediate ick. I think, just people who, mostly if I'm attracted to a man, the biggest ick for me would have to be if they disrespect me or talk down to me in a condescending way. Or try to mansplain something to me. It's like, oh, you have just turned me off so incredibly bad. Or just feel like they know everything. Oh, this is the way it is.
It's exhausting. Mansplaining is probably the top on my ick list.
Yeah.
Now that I think
It
of
has
it.
to be for me as well.
And long
yeah.
fingernails that are dirty. And people that suck on their fingers really loud when they're eating.
Yeah,
Like-
that's pretty gross. I love doing that in front of you because I know how much you hate it.
I hate it. It gives me anxiety just thinking about it. All right. Well, look, I think
But
that's
yeah,
enough
no,
ick for
ick.
one sesh.
I think we need to have icks, good icks, not like really
No, because
icks
it's
that
just a little bit of fun. We don't have
Fun.
we don't have to be good gals all the time. It's just we're just having a laugh, you know?
you have it.
We don't make the rules. We just listen
You know,
to them.
they're on TikTok, some of the icks from young girls, you'd like, or young guys as well. You know, he was a 10, but he, you know.
Yeah, they're a 10,
wore-
but they run with a backpack on.
Yeah, it's like, grow up. And you know what? They will. They will
They
grow
will.
up. So
Give
I
them
need
time.
to back off a little.
Give them time. We were all dickheads in our 20s. Give us a breast.
God, I was
All right.
like the dickhead. I was like the director of dickheads.
You were CEO of Cockwombles.
I was.
That was your business name. Well, good talk. I really enjoyed
Good talk to you.
all the things. No, good talk to you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
We hope you thoroughly enjoyed this Droskos. And you know what? I
And
haven't done
thank
one of
you.
these for a while.
Oh.
Maybe I should do one. Please head
Go
to
on.
Apple Podcasts and rate and review the show if you want to. You can get in touch with us directly by emailing the podcast at twogirls@novaentertainment.com.au or slide into my DMs.
So, yeah, baby.
And that's it.
That's the way you're doing.
That's what you're doing. We love you. God bless and have the day that you deserve.
God bless. And just stop it. And thank you.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.